they also have been playing with such confidence, even just to come in that position and start to push them away, as we now see Bestalok from BB. Quite the entanglement here with Petrichor.
Yeah, Chewy still on the offside angle outside the building. Ixlif will be the first to fall, and that's a tough loss. As we know him, one of the best mechanical players in the game, not what you want to have fallen down early on. In the meantime, VP runs into Luna. That's elsewhere on the map, but let's stay with this one for a while. BB team trying to regroup, but look at your minimap on the bottom right side. E-Arena is starting to look in this direction too.
Yeah, and Petrichor in a lot of trouble now as Ixlif has been flushed out. And meanwhile, the onslaught of utility here still will continue. And Phil first will find a grenade onto Summer. Now Petrichor down to just 2.
Solid shots coming through. As you said, Petrichor, just a duo left alive. Ming and Chewy, they might not be Ixlif, but believe me, they pack a lot of punch. Still, the two guys here, and with a shotgun in hand, well, one tap and you're done for. This can easily turn the tide of this fight. But do see Spiro trying to get back towards their teammates, but they too have to get through. What is this little kind of split of E-Arena players in between them?
And Tigger trying to bounce onto this opportunity to get some kills, but BB is leaving no prisoners. They have knocked multiple members of Petrichor. They took sights onto Tigger, got him down. That's another point. So a great start here for BB team as they're taking control of this very, very important compound.
Yep, and with Tigger down, that means the side angles are going to be open as well. Now they're going to push forward. Now there's space for the cavalry to arrive, and they will push Ming 4v1. My friend, shotgun in hand, what can you do?
I believe, Toby. A shotgun, especially at that range, even a pump, very quickly could deplete the numbers of any team, but BB team so far has been playing this quite calculated, and
Oh, the molly.
Yeah, he's already burning Ming in so much trouble. He will be able to recover. No, not even. Solid. The molly will take care of him. BB team with 5 very quick kills.
It's the smallest things, but they send Besto in on one side, they send a Doozy out on the other, lob a molly in for both sides. Believe me, these guys knows exactly how mollies spread inside buildings. They go, if I throw one there, you throw one here, we're going to effectively light the entire floor on fire. There you go, easy point. No reason to run into a shotgun, risk losing a player because of it. Very nice utility usage. 2 mollies for a kill. They'll take that any day of the week.
And I like this split currently from Day Trade, but they are going to have to figure out if they want to consolidate fast, because that is the only lower compound that's in, and with only one member there, there is the danger for him to get picked off. And TSM, it looks like they're in a great position now, but realistically, they are still very much in the open, and so that's going to cause them even more issues. As I said, more teams coming in. Meanwhile, Tiamba now starting to engage here with Luna Galaxy. Pow Pow will find an easy knock onto Vinny.
No way he gets out of there alive. I like that he tried to isolate. You can see the smokes there, try to grant himself a bit more cover for the rotation, but he simply was not timing that one right. In the meantime, NH Esports trying to make their rotation too, and not timing it right either. Going straight through the barrier, really, of TSM and losing one because of it.
So now New Happy is also started to make the rotation in, but Day Trade very keen on that, and Belmoff is going to get a nice knock there onto Non, and that should be a finish, as this position is just heavenly for Day Trade. I mean, this is arguably the best position in this current circle. Luna now trying to also drive a member. Kraken is trying to drive in between. It catches Belmoff's attention, so Non, like I said, will go down, but Kraken, where are you going to go?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say he's not long for this world. I think that car won't grant him the cover that he's going to need with all the off angles that these players have. Day Trade on one side. Yeah, I was going to say New Happy on the other, but it's not going to matter. Flash finds him as we keep our eyes here on Belmont for a second. Day Trader team, really the first team out of Thailand to make a name of Thailand.
Sure.
In this competitive scene, we'll break them down a bit more as the day goes on. Now we hop over to Sonics and Gaming Gladiator. Gaming Gladiator obviously sat on this side of the water with Sonics earlier, and now, having seen them push up on this compound and gotten a knock, they want to make a play.
With all 4 ups, though, that could be a very big fight. Deal, though. Oh, my goodness, what a spray from Purdy and Alo.
Oh, no! Hikari with the double run over. That deployable shield will block bullets, but not a full-speed Dasha.
Wow, just like that, both teams are absolutely in shambles. Also, Tiamba has fallen. Someone in the distance to All Gamers Global. What is happening, Toby?
Complete and utter chaos ensues as 13 players are eliminated in the span of 5 seconds.
We blinked, and we lost so many teams. Sparking even still alive, the last one left, and Ming also even fell. Ming also fell in the shack, so Sparking will be lucky, I guess, to take that for now.
Somebody pressed the perch button, and a fourth of the people on the server just flat out died. In the meantime now, why stop fighting when we can continue? Up on the rooftop, we have one guy, that's going to be Alpha Cat trying to hold off. He's going to get the help of Ian to try and stay put through this one. Tanvu will go down to the nade glories, trying to fend off as a solo play. Lift alive for Expendables, finds the first one, but it's going to be E-Arena from a distance to join in. Everyone fighting one another right now.
This might have been one of the most chaotic shifts because I don't think I've ever seen that many teams fall in that short of a time in comp. Like, yes, we see it in some rough circles, but I mean, that was absurd.
We were setting up for a nice fight with Gaming Gladiator and Sonics, and just like that, the only teams on the server not to fight were Gaming Gladiator and Sonics.
I mean, it looked like even Gaming Gladiators was going to engage on Twisted. So what happened? 3 of the members actually coasted off to the east there.
Now we continue the battle as E-Arena pulls up on Virtus Pro. I think they're aware of not only that Virtus Pro is here, but also that they're down to just 2 players alive. They haven't made their way on in, but now as I say that, Sissy vaults on forward, but it's down to very low HP off that nade.
Oh, it'd be in a lot of trouble now. Has to close that door. Nobody's home, and Jacob will find that. So just 1 member left of Virtus Pro. It's going to be Lucarux, and he's out. That is it, just like that. Zizzy might be able to recover. He should be able to recover both those members there. Sonic's now being bombarded by utility.
BB team is pulling up on this, though. They saw the battle from a distance. They saw the double knock coming through. Zizzy is on his own. He has not had time to get any of the reses up, and BB team will say thank you for the opportunity to come and fight a very, very wounded team.
And already 6 kills as they're starting to breach this building. Zizzy with a quick knock. Really no time to recover his team whatsoever. He's going to try to make it out of here. Toby, he just needs to get maybe 1 more knock. He's going to find it. That's a start.
Goes for the flush. Just try to see if he can get him down in time. Not going to find it, I think. Does Pistol lock it up? No, not going to happen. So 1 point awarded to Sissy. Valiant effort in trying to stay alive through it. Found 2 knocks, and maybe there's a pull-up to be had here. I just don't think anyone has it in them to try and pull up on a compound on the eastern side of the circle. We have cleared the entire east.
Yeah, the only team realistically would be AGG, and they're currently sat just underneath Day Trade, so I doubt they're going to make that happen. Meanwhile, you did see their Twisted Minds starting to pick apart or try to get a few knocks going for themselves against the Sonics, as the Gladiators now trying to find a foothold into the circle, and they could play this dip for now, but it's still very dangerous. They're just going to coast right through. And the one caveat here is that Sonics don't have to contend with any other team, so they can shift entirely their focus to Twisted. Yes, you have Sparking in that shack, but he's not going to necessarily come out until he sees some knocks being traded out. Perfectix just desperately trying to get rid of Kickstart, but he's doing a good job of evading any damage. That car, though, not so much, as Batulin will finally find the nade on the kick.
Not so much you can do about that one in time. He would fall. It's going to be seen in the open, going to get flushed out by Batulins as well, as Sonics go down to 3 left alive. They're all still outside the circle here, so it makes sense that they're setting up this fight. But again, I mean, it's so limited what you can really do with this ridge line. Neither of the teams wanting to fully commit, because they know if the other team gets to just sit back and wait this one out, we are going to be at a disadvantage. You don't want to be the aggressor here. You want to be the ones just sitting back, waiting for the opponents to come to you.
And you can see that Day Trade is just licking their lips, waiting for one of these knocks to come through so they can finally third party. The circle is starting to close. It is pushing Twisted closer and closer towards Sonics. One nade could change it, yes, but they have to know.
They definitely do. The smokes are going to fade in just a moment. I think they're running out of utility altogether on the side of Twisted Minds. Now they're going to run on forward. H-Win up front is going to see Perfectix in just a second. Tickleton is going to be the one to take him down. Example for the Sparking. Peeks out as well. Sparking finds the second player. They were so focused on one another so that when the TSM player came out from behind, it takes down 2.
And they lost track of that shack, which is exactly how Sparking was able to come in. So North America helping North America just a little bit. TSM finding that break, that helping hand. Now Batulin's just behind this rock. Is H1 going to find it? And yes, Twisted Minds will fall.
What a timing from Sparking to peek on out, get 2 knocks, now almost take out a player in the open from Day Trade as well. 7 teams left alive. Sparking left as a solo player, but doing everything he can to get more points for TSM.
And even if he falls, they've already done a good job getting towards placement points, but also getting 4 kills as he goes down. But Day Trade now finally activated.
Yep, BP team in the meantime trying to get rid of Sir T, the last remaining player from All Gamers Global. They had a tough time with this circle shift. They wanted to wrap Northwest. Day Trade did a phenomenal job at denying them any sort of approach, so they were kind of forced to take the fight to BB team, and now it's just Sir T left alive.
So BB team want to make sure that they wrap this up as quickly as possible, start making their rotation in towards Game and Gladiators. As you said, one of the only teams now in the circle somewhat comfortable is a doozy going into the building, and Surti has actually been very annoying for BB.
Yeah, able to stay alive for quite a while now, starting to rack up some placement points too. Can't count out Ian either. He's been a solo for a long, long time, but in placement points here as well.
And that nade, if it was cooked correctly, could have caused a little bit of a disaster here. Another bit of a shift, and still doing a significant amount of damage here. Finally, they will take care of him. 10 kills on the side of BB. We saw them start on the southern compound, and now they're just compounding their kills and moving forward. At least 3 members still alive.
Very, very solid start to the day here for BB team. They started off well yesterday too, a 3rd place into a 2nd, but the kills quite weren't there to kick things off. Here though, quite the other story. From fighting in the very beginning of the game to now in full control on the eastern side. I mean, for Day3 here, for Sonic, such a tricky position to try and get out of. They have smokes to move, but everyone really is looking your direction.
So they should be able to recover Tig here, but again, being put on the back foot, Day3 is just relentless here, and their sights are focused. No, they don't even get Tig up. And so more damage is going through. Sonic's in a lot of trouble here, and they have to be running out of smokes as well.
I was going to say, once that smoke is gone, they should be gone with it. We'll see Srimsy Adrian, can you maybe get a knock, a flush, a single point to help what has not been the best of games thus far. In the meantime, Gaming Gladiators, they were safe in the dip for a while. But at some point, everyone's going to come to you, and this is exactly what happened here. They will fall in 4th place. Sonics, at least for now, staying alive and able to get some more placement points.
And so clean from BB team, but now they're going to have to contend with Day3, who has realized the fight underneath them to the east has concluded, and so this is their opportunity. 4 members still alive, and 10 kills on the side of Day3 versus the 13 of BB team.
Incredibly solid play coming through here from Day3 again. We'll see if they can make something of it, win the game as it comes to it. Lucy finds one, Noren's instantly there to trade. It's a 3v2 in favor of Day3 as they get the flush on 1.
Now looking to close this one out. Belmont has to be careful though, as these 2 members, especially Phil1st and Spyro, can turn this one around in an instant.
Definitely can. They definitely can. This smoke is all that's keeping Norens and Sparrow from one another right now. An underhand nade returned by an underhand flash. Forced to back off. I don't think there's any reses coming in. They know for a fact this will be a 2v2 all the way to the end.
Norens, this grenade could mean everything. Now it's down to a 1-on-2. Day3 with the advantage. Phil1st trying to get as many points as he can. He realizes the situation.
No vest to work with for Phil1st. Does he manage to bring this one home? I think if you're Belmont and Norwich, you group up, you swing together, and this is exactly what they're setting up for. They want to sweep the side. They want to double peek it. Spiro's going to try and feed in for a crossbow as long as he can, but they will deny him that, taking him down. Now let's see if Phil1st from the other side has anything to do. He heard the shots. He knows exactly where they're going to be coming from, but with every second they don't make a move that could potentially be Phil1st second-guessing himself. He's going to continue creeping on forward, and Belmont and Norens ain't budging. They're holding the angle. They're waiting for this one as we go back over the hilltop. Phil1st sat still, looking forward. Norens full level 3 gear, barely taking any damage. Sees the flash come forward. It's not going to fully block him. It's going to peek on forward. Phil1st able to find the first. Now it's up to Belmont. Phil1st is only down to half HP. It could still very easily go his way. Belmont, do you have it in you to bring home what would be a 13-kill chicken dinner?
Another flash coming
through. Forward. Damage on both sides.
Here we go, Belmoth now, another flash coming through. Phil1st has turned this into a 1-on-1, somehow Toby. And now you can see Norens trying to go forward, just finding the information. They're not going to get that res through. And even using maybe Norens as bait, he's going to see it, and there it is. The spray will come through. Day3 with an explosive start.
Absolutely phenomenal ability in Day3 to just slow down the pace.
Yes.
Chaos ensued. They brawled back and forth. Knocks came through on both sides. But when Norens and Belmont were left to 2, we go, bro, stop moving. We need to play this one smart.